Have you ever walked into a room, turned around, and frozen in your tracks because you saw someone who looked exactly like you?
Hold on. Let me see the outfit. Hi, I'm Nora. Nice to meet you.
It's a glitch in the Matrix. It gives you goosebumps. Now, imagine you are one of the most famous people on Earth. For celebrities, meeting a lookalike isn't just a funny coincidence, it is a global headline. Sometimes it is absolutely hilarious, like the time Adele spent 3 hours in a makeup chair just to prank her own superfans. Sometimes it is incredibly awkward, like when Dolly Parton entered a Dolly Parton lookalike contest at a bar and actually lost.
I really lost the Dolly Parton lookalike contest.
Can you imagine the indignity? But sometimes it is heartbreakingly sweet. Today, we are looking at 25 times celebrities came face-to-face with their doubles. We have everything from the stunt doubles who are secretly family to the historical doppelgangers that suggest time travel might actually be real. We are talking about The Rock, Reese Witherspoon, Adam Sandler, and a mystery guest at the end who might be a vampire. Grab your coffee and get comfortable because you are not going to believe these stories. Let's get into it.
When I saw him, I was like, oh my God. Looks like my twin.
Let's start with a story that hits right in the heart. We all know Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He is a mountain of a man. Finding a stunt double for him isn't easy. You can't just put a wig on a regular guy and hope for the best. You need someone with the same massive build, the same walk, the same intensity. Enter Tanoi Reed. Now, Tanoi isn't just an employee. He is actually Dwayne's cousin. And for 17 years, Tanoi has been the man taking the hits. Every time you see The Rock get thrown through a glass window or fall off a building in Fast and Furious, that is Tanoi. He has broken bones, torn ligaments, and put his body on the line to make his cousin look like a superhero. Usually, stunt doubles stay in the shadows, but Dwayne decided to change that. He told Tanoi they were filming a behind-the-scenes interview. Tanoi is standing there, arms crossed, thinking they are just talking about the stunts. But watch The Rock. He stops the interview, he puts his hands on his waist, looks his cousin in the eye and says, "It's been an honor, Uso. I love you." And then he points behind him, a custom pickup truck. But look at Tanoi's face. He doesn't look at the truck first. He looks at Dwayne and bursts into tears. That isn't just about a free car, ladies and gentlemen. That is 17 years of pain and loyalty being recognized by the person you love most. It's the ultimate thank you.
Relationship with your children as
y'all are twins.
I can't even look at that
Oh, you
picture.
think so?
Yeah.
It's so
Do you
funny.
see it?
She and I don't see it that much.
Yeah.
Speaking of family, let's talk about the gene pool of Reese Witherspoon. I swear that woman simply pressed copy and paste when she had her daughter, Ava Philippe. If you've seen photos of them recently, it is actually scary. Ava is now in her 20s, and she looks more like Reese Witherspoon than Reese Witherspoon does. They have the same heart-shaped face, the same blue eyes, the same chin. Reese has even joked in interviews that it causes chaos at home. She said her youngest son, Tennessee, gets confused when he sees old photos of Reese.
I thought that was you.
Really?
I thought that was you.
Oh,
That's
thanks.
your doppelganger. It's just amazing. It's just such a...
He points to them and screams, "That's Ava!" And Reese has to be like, "No, honey, that's mommy from 1999. But Reese loves it. She said, "I love being mistaken for her because it makes me feel so young." It's every mother's dream and nightmare rolled into one.
I don't think I did the...
Yeah, but just a twist we've got to probably do in the air.
Okay, it's pretty close. Huh?
Similar.
From one superhero to another, Chris Hemsworth, Thor himself, has a stunt double named Bobby Holland Hanton. And these two aren't just co-workers, they are basically twins. But here's the funny part. Bobby has complained that being Chris Hemsworth's double is the hardest job in the world. Why? Because every time Chris decides to bulk up and gain 20 pounds of muscle for a movie, Bobby has to do the exact same thing. Bobby said in an interview, "Chris is huge. I have to eat 8 meals a day just to keep up with him." They even have the same beard trimming schedule. Now that is commitment.
You look amazing.
Hello, Graham.
Hello.
Now, let's move to one of the funniest moments in television history. If you love Adele, you know she has a wicked sense of humor. The BBC approached her to do a special, and she decided to pull off the ultimate undercover boss moment. They were hosting a fake audition to find the UK's best Adele impersonator. They invited real women who make a living singing like her, but they didn't know the real Adele was sneaking in. She went full method actor. She had a prosthetic chin added, she had a fake nose applied, and, this is the genius detail, she wore gloves. Why? Because true fans would recognize her hand tattoos instantly. She adopted a persona named Jenny, a soft-spoken, slow-talking nanny.
And the whole world is on.
Just watch her acting skills here. She's backstage with the other impersonators, complaining that she feels sick. The other women are so sweet. They are comforting her. Imagine telling Adele, "Don't worry, honey, you'll be fine," having no clue who she is. She steps on stage. She misses her cue on purpose. The audience looks sympathetic, but then she opens her mouth. It takes exactly 4 seconds. Watch the guy in the middle. His brain reboots. He whispers, "It's her." One by one, the realization hits. Tears, laughter, shock. It wasn't a competition anymore. It was a love letter to her fans.
Who are you?
I'm Terminator. Who are you?
I'm the Terminator. I'm the T-800. Cybernetic organism.
Adele used makeup, but Arnold Schwarzenegger used pure stillness. To raise money for his charity, Arnold dressed up as the Terminator and stood perfectly still at Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. Fans were walking up, poking his face, taking selfies, thinking he was wax. The screams were genuine, but the best moment came when he walked out onto Hollywood Boulevard and ran into a street performer dressed as the Terminator. It was a standoff. The real T-800 versus the budget T-800. The impersonator didn't break character. He looked Arnold in the eye and said, "I'll be back." Arnold loved it. Sometimes the lookalike is halfway across the world. Conan O'Brien found out that there is a prominent CEO in Japan who looks exactly like him. Same tall red hair, same pale skin, same smile. Conan actually flew to Japan to meet him. The meeting was hilarious because they couldn't speak the same language, but they just stood next to each other laughing at their own faces. It proves that somewhere in the world, your twin is living a completely different life.
Hello, my queen. I wanted to get in club and I had no money.
I know this.
What?
People were like, I saw you out. Like, I made eye contact with you.
Okay, be honest. How many times have you watched a movie and thought, "Oh, I love Katy Perry," only to realize it's actually Zooey Deschanel or maybe Emily Blunt? The resemblance is undeniable. Big blue eyes, dark hair. But did you know Katy Perry actually used this to her advantage? Katy admitted that when she first moved to LA, she was broke.
When I came to LA, I was pretty much a nobody, and you were like just getting so huge at that time.
But she noticed everyone thought she was Zoe, who was already a star. So she would go to the fanciest clubs, pose as Zoe to the bouncers, and get in for free.
Wanted to get into the club and I had no money, I had no clout, I had nothing. Sometimes I would pose as you to get into the club.
Years later, Zoe told her, "Thank God. People kept telling me they saw me partying at clubs I'd never been to. I thought I was losing my mind."
Right now, will you bring out the poster I shipped in? And I just want to clear things up for everybody here and at home. Chris Evans, right? Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pratt, Chris Pine.
And then we have the Hollywood Chrises. Chris Pine, Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pratt. They are all tall, handsome, have beards, and play superheroes. It got so confusing that Chris Pine had to go on Saturday Night Live with a literal flowchart to explain it. He sang a song shouting, "I am not Captain America. That is Chris Evans. I am not Thor. That is Chris Hemsworth." But honestly, I still get them mixed up.
I'm not that Chris. I look just like him, but I'm not that Chris.
I've been chased through an airport as Natalie Portman. I mean, Natalie Portman a lot.
This is a classic. When George Lucas filmed Star Wars, The Phantom Menace, he needed a decoy for Queen Amidala. He hired a young Keira Knightley because she looked so much like Natalie Portman. It worked too well. The makeup artist reported that once the girls were in the white face paint, even their own mothers couldn't tell them apart on set. Keira Knightley later joked that her entire first major movie role was just sitting in a chair pretending to be Natalie Portman.
It's a picture of me and Javier Bardem. I am Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I'm gonna look at some stuff you guys write.
This one is for the ladies who like the bad boys, Javier Bardem and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. One is a Spanish Oscar winner, the other is Negan from The Walking Dead. But put them side by side and they are the same person. Jeffrey Dean Morgan says he gets stopped constantly by people speaking Spanish to him, congratulating him on his marriage to Penelope Cruz.
Literally get tackled by somebody like with speaking Spanish at 100 miles an hour.
He said, "I just say thank you and keep walking. Why ruin the moment?" Now, we have to talk about the celebrities who don't just look alike. They are literally living each other's lives. These aren't just one-time meetings. These are daily identity crises.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan, what a great actor. He's way more handsome than I am. I'm always very pleased that they say that we look alike because I think he's very handsome.
I really hope he says yes to this because it doesn't work with anyone else.
Yeah, no, it was an easy yes.
First up, the battle of the British redheads. Rupert Grint, our beloved Ron Weasley, has admitted that his life has become very complicated since Ed Sheeran became famous. Rupert said in an interview that it is now a 50-50 split when he walks down the street.
It's kind of 50-50 now. It's like if someone stops me, it could go either way. I could be Ed or I could be me. Yeah.
Half the fans want to talk about Harry Potter, and the other half just want to tell him how much they love his song, Shape of you, he said. I've just accepted it. I just let them believe it because it makes them happy. Ed Sheeran even leaned into the joke. He hired Rupert to play him in the Lego House music video. So now even the fans are confused about who is who. If a redhead signs your autograph in London, honestly, it could be either one of them.
I was down the cars. Thank you. Indulge me.
Then we have two of the most distinguished actors in Hollywood, Liam Neeson and Ralph Fiennes. They are actually best friends. They were in Schindler's List together, but apparently they share a face.
I get complimented on Liam Neeson. Been complimented on my performance in Taken.
Liam Neeson told a hilarious story about being chased down in an airport by an elderly couple.
There was two sets of elderly couples, two ladies and two older gentlemen.
They were screaming, "We loved you in The English Patient."
He says, "We love The English Patient."
Now, ladies and gentlemen, Liam Neeson was not in The English Patient. That was Ralph. But Liam is such a gentleman. He didn't have the heart to correct them. So what did he do? He took their paper and signed it, "With love, Ralph Fiennes."
So I signed it Ray Fiennes.
He has been forging his best friend's signature for years just to be polite.
You know, they always say they love me in the Bourne Identity. When I'm saying, and I just say thank you. You know?
This next one is a survival pact. Mark Wahlberg and Matt Damon get confused for each other so often that they actually made a verbal agreement on how to handle it. Mark said, "People scream at me, 'I loved you' in The Martian," and Matt gets people screaming, "I loved you" in Ted. They realized it was too awkward to correct people every single time.
People come up and say, "I love you" in The Bourne Identity.
No, I get confused with Mark Wahlberg all the time. All the time.
So Mark and I have a deal. If we're mistaken for one another, we have to be as polite as possible. Because
have you ever signed an autograph as Mark Wahlberg?
Oh yeah.
So they have a deal. If Mark gets complimented for Matt's movies, he just smiles and says thank you. And if Matt gets praised for Mark's abs in Calvin Klein, he just takes the compliment. So if you have an autograph from one of them, you might want to double check who actually signed it.
I'm not Lawrence Fishburne.
But not everyone is as polite as Liam Neeson. This is one of the most famous live TV roastings in history.
I'm not Lawrence Fishburne. We don't all look alike. We may be all black and famous.
Samuel L. Jackson was doing a live interview with a news anchor named Sam Rubin. The anchor asked him about his Super Bowl commercial. The problem?
Super Bowl commercial. Did you get a lot of reaction to that Super Bowl commercial?
What Super Bowl commercial? Oh, you're as crazy as the people on Twitter.
Samuel L. Jackson wasn't in a Super Bowl commercial. That was Lawrence Fishburne. Samuel went off. He roasted the poor guy for 5 minutes straight. He shouted,
I'm the other guy, the other one. What's in your wallet?
I am the what's in your wallet guy. He is the Matrix guy. I am the Nick Fury guy. The poor anchor looked like he wanted the floor to open up and swallow him whole. It's a good lesson. Always do your research before you interview a legend.
It's Kim.
Yeah, well, hello. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, finally.
Yeah, we just hit the town.
And finally, we have the most awkward selfie in reality TV history. On an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kim's best friend Jonathan Chabon found a girl named Camilla Osman. Now, Camilla didn't just look like Kim naturally. She had clearly enhanced her look to be a clone. Jonathan thought it would be funny to bring her to meet Kim. Kim was a good sport, but she admitted in her confessional that it was super awkward. Imagine standing next to a woman who has gone to a surgeon with a picture of your face as the reference photo. It gives single white female vibes, doesn't it? They took a selfie, but you can see the tension in their eyes.
I was happy you were happy. That was my favorite part. Somebody sent me a clip at my house.
This is one of the craziest coincidences ever. Adam Sandler released a movie called The Do-Over. The character he played in the movie was named Max Kessler. Well, a real guy named Max Kessler who lives in New York saw the trailer, and he realized he looked exactly like Adam Sandler.
Watching the trailer, looks really funny by the way, and Adam Sandler's name was Max Kessler in the trailer.
So he posted a picture on Reddit holding his ID that said Max Kessler next to Adam's face. It went viral instantly. Adam Sandler saw it, flew the guy out to the movie premiere, and they walked the red carpet together. The interview footage is hilarious. Max looks more like Adam Sandler than Adam Sandler.
Who's gonna take a picture of this?
Jack Black was doing a press tour for Jumanji when he bumped into a young fan. The video of them meeting is pure joy. The kid looks like a mini version of Jack Black from School of Rock. Jack immediately started joking. "Are you my son? Is this a scandal?" He took photos with the kid and made the boy's entire life. It's just proof that Jack Black is exactly as nice as you hope he is.
Is it? Let's see.
We can't forget the prank that literally shut down a shopping mall. A woman named Ashley looks so much like Taylor Swift that she decided to run a little social experiment. She put on the classic red lipstick, the sunglasses, and this is the key. She hired 2 big men in suits to act as her fake security guards. She walked into a crowded mall in Los Angeles. Pandemonium. People were sprinting, crying, and begging for photos. Stores actually had to close their gates. It proves that if you have the look and you have the security guards, people will believe you are anyone. Ashley later said she just wanted to see what a day in the life of Taylor felt like, and she learned that it is terrifying. Finally, we have to look at the photos that simply cannot be explained. Look at this picture taken in Harlem in 1939. It's just a man leaning on a railing, but look closer. That is Jay-Z. The resemblance is terrifying. Fans are convinced Jay-Z is a vampire who has been living in New York for 100 years. And then there is Nicolas Cage. A photo from the late 1800s surfaced of a man who is identical to Nick Cage. An antique seller tried to sell it on eBay for $1 million, claiming it was proof that Nicolas Cage is an undead immortal. Nick actually had to go on David Letterman and deny being a vampire, only in Hollywood.
Look at this. This is a guy finds this picture. This is roughly 1860s.
A resemblance, but how can I be polite about this? It's a somewhat slowed down version of me.
You once entered a Dolly Parton lookalike contest.
Friends of ours, we thought it'd be funny, so I just over-exaggerated, put the bigger beauty mark, bigger hair, bigger, everything.
We have to end with the queen, Dolly Parton. You would think that nobody could look more like Dolly than Dolly herself. But she told a story about visiting a bar in Los Angeles that was hosting a Dolly Parton lookalike contest. She thought it would be hysterical to enter. She teased up her hair, put on the rhinestones, and walked across that stage. She didn't win. She didn't even come in second. She lost to a drag queen. The judges told her she didn't look exaggerated enough. She was told she wasn't Dolly enough to be Dolly. And that, ladies, is why we love her. She laughed the hardest out of anyone. So, from Adele pranking her fans to The Rock crying with his cousin, it seems that seeing double isn't always a bad thing. It can be funny, it can be confusing, and sometimes it can be the best surprise of your life. I want to know, which one of these lookalikes blew your mind? Was it the emotional moment with The Rock or the spooky Jay-Z vampire photo? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you ever see me walking down the street, double check. It might just be my stunt double. If you enjoyed these stories, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And subscribe for more pop culture deep dives. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.